going? Welcome back to the channel, Melgar Media. This is going to be a little early sneak peek into this week's stuff, and it's going to be called What You Peepin'. And these are just basically announcements because it seems like there was a lot of announcements coming out today in the Marvel world, but especially in Star Wars. So I just wanted to hop on here just real fast and kind of chat about it and my quick thoughts. And like I said, I'm going to be putting out a lot more content. So it's going to be something new for all of us. I just saw that they dropped the new trailer for She-Hulk. I mean, so far so good. The CGI looks a little iffy, but hey, it's another show, and that's what's hitting the mark right now. And I'd have to say it does have Mark Ruffalo in it, starring with the young lady that is Tatiana Maslany. And she'll be playing She-Hulk. Looks kind of entertaining. I don't know how many more shows we need, but hey, I'll take it, Another thing that I saw today was Star Wars is just dropping a bunch of stuff. They are, Vanity Fair just dropped an article, and it's pretty lengthy, so that's why I have it up here for you to see. And when I start doing the Star Wars segment of my show with my good friend Billy Furbush III, we will dive a little bit deeper into a lot of these stories. But it's a very interesting read. They kind of lay out a game plan for the Star Wars series that are going to be coming out. They lay out a timeline, give some release dates, and it seems like they're definitely going the MCU route. So whatever role Kevin Feige is playing, if he's just coming in to make his own show or a movie himself, I really feel like he's definitely going to have that influence of let's connect some of these series and these timelines and these characters, because the photo shoot on Vanity Fair obviously has all of these shows that are out and upcoming, and that is going to be the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, the Andor series, which I'm really excited for. I wasn't ahead of time, but I am now, because they're really going to dive into kind of how the Empire got its grip on the galaxy, as you see in The New Hope and furthermore. And they touch on it on many series, but they don't really go full on how they got to where they were, where they had a Sith Lord that took over the Senate. Without the Jedi knowing back in the day. And I think that is one of the shows, Acolyte. Is that what it's called? That is going to dive deeper into that whole realm. So with all of these announcements, it's be easy to kind of get tied up and be like, well, what's first, and how are these all going to connect? Well, the big thing is that Acolyte, yes, takes place 100 years before the Phantom Menace. So that one will start off with the Empire, the High Republic, during the High Republic days, where the Jedi were more of a knighthood type element, to where they were wearing like their gold and brown robes, where they didn't really look like they were gotten any skirmishes too often, and they were really high regarded instead of like the monk type of Jedi that we see now. They also announced the some details for the John Watts series that's going to be coming out, and that is the same gentleman that did the Spider-Man No Way Home, and very little details on that, but it will be talking, it's under a code name right now, and it will also be a few years after Return of the Jedi. And then, of course, like I said, the Andor series, which will detail a lot of more of that. And then Mandalorian Season 3, which they're saying will come out late 2002, early 2022 and 2023. And then Andor series will be out in the summer of 2022. And along with that, they have a nice little sizzle reel in this article where they have the photo shoot with the famous Vanity Fair photographer, and yeah, it really gives you a look at the new outfits and kind of the lore that they're going to. Ahsoka series that will be coming out with Rosario Dawson as well. And she could do a little bit of both. She could appear in the Andor series as a younger version of herself, because we have seen her in The Mandalorian, but that is many years down the road in her adventures. And I could see her potentially watching over Luke for a period of time, you know, when Obi-Wan has to step away to do whatever he's going to do in this Obi-Wan series. It has the return of Mon Mothma, the same actress that was cut from some scenes in Revenge of the Sith, but was seen in, was it Rogue One? Yes, on the council. And she is also in A New Hope, as you see her head the rebellion. They have some really cool shots of Hayden Christensen training, lightsaber training. He is really buffed up for this role because he will be inside of the Darth Vader outfit himself. So it's a lot of fun. They have a shot of some of the directors that will be heading these series, such as obviously Dave Filoni, Deborah Chow, John Favreau, and we'll skip Kathleen Kennedy because she really gets on my nerves. But I'm glad that she has kind of come to her senses or been talked into following Filoni and Favreau, because they know what they're talking about, and she had no idea, obviously, in my opinion. But yeah, there's a lot to be talked about. It also dives into how Favreau really was like hesitant to jump into the realm of having a Yoda species on the show as they introduced Grogu, because they had never really talked about his background or where he's from. So he didn't want to get it wrong. But there's a lot to discuss. And as I said, as we start the Star Wars segment, we will dive more into this. But I'll put a link to the article below. It is extremely interesting. There is a lot of information in there that I did not go over. But get excited. I mean, the shows are going to be fun. And hopefully they do enough spider webbing and connection that when the movies finally drop, that they're just super entertaining, like old school Star Wars that we like. And I'm talking about prequels and OT trilogy. Not a massive fan of the sequel trilogy personally, but still part of some sort of canon. And I think with the world between worlds, that they will be able to kind of retcon without retconning and just time jump through that whole scenario. Well, yeah, that's it for today. Just wanted to hop on and talk about some of those announcements and some things that are popping up. As I mentioned, I will be doing more of these, What You Peepin', and dive a little bit deeper into some of them on What You Watching on Thursdays. But as I'm putting out more content, if I see anything that in the realms and genres that I'm really interested in, things that I think you would like to hear about, I'll just hop on, and there'll be videos that will be a lot shorter than the video that I'm doing right now. They'll probably be anywhere between like 3 and 5 minutes, just to get on and give you a heads up so you can look into it yourself. And a lot of it I put on my social media apps, so I'll put my links below for Melgar Media on Instagram as well as on Facebook. All right, well, we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Melgar Media out. Peace.